Good morning, respected teachers and all my dear friends. Aishu Gupta of class 10th B is going to perform my activity for the month of April for math subject. The activity was to solve the questions and to explain the topics of the first chapter of our maths, that is real number. So, going to start the topic. So first we will learn that what is real number. Real number are all the rational number and the irrational numbers. Rational number are those numbers which can be written in p by q form, and where q is not is equals to 0. Like we take an example of 10 by 2. So here 10 is p and 2 is q, and they both are written in p by q form, and 2 is not equal to 0, so we can say that q is not equal to 0. Then 10 by 2 is a rational number. Coming to the next, irrational number. Irrational number are those number which do not have a perfect number after root as well, and the decimal expansions of these numbers are non-repeating and non-terminating. Right, we take the example of pi. The value of pi is something 3.1428 and goes infinite. So we can say that the value of pi is non-terminating and non-repeating, as the value of pi is the values after the decimal is neither repeating and nor is stopping after a definite period of time. Or the value of pi in fractional form is 22 by 7, which comes also 3.1428. So these both are irrational number. And taking one more example of irrational number, maybe root 2, root 3, root 5, because these numbers are those numbers which are not coming into a perfect number, and when the decimal expansions of these number are taken, then it goes infinite. For a better explanation, we can take as root 4. The value of root 4 is 2, and we can write 2 as 2 by 1, where 2 equal to p and 1 equal to q, and 1 is not equal to 0, so q is not is also equal to 0. So this satisfies the rational number definition. Further, rational number is divided into three parts: natural number, whole number, and integers. Natural numbers are all the numbers starting from 1, 2, 3, 4 and goes infinite. Whole numbers are those numbers like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and goes infinite. Or we can say that whole numbers are those all those number of natural number including 0. Integers are all the positive and the negative numbers including 0. Like integers may be like infinite coming to -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3 and goes infinite. So we have learned that what is a real number, and the parts of real number, that is rational number, irrational number. Further, rational number is divided into natural number, whole number and integers. So our first topic in chapter real number is Euclid's division lemma. Euclid division lemma. The general formula for the Euclid division lemma is A equal to B Q plus R. This formula is mainly taken to find out the SCF of two numbers, where B is equal to, we can say that B equal to the divisor, or this formula is just like the formula of dividend equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. In this, Q is divisor, A equal to dividend, Q equal to quotient, and R equal to remainder. In this, if there is a number like 1250 and 625, and the question comes like find the SCF of number 1250 and 625. So we can go like 1250 is our dividend equal to 625 into, now we will find out the quotient, that what will be the quotient which can divide the dividend completely, or just around, it divides the number just around the dividend. So from here we can check that 625, and we know that 625 into 2 equal to 1250, so our question become 2. So the quotient is 2, and now the remainder becomes 0. So we can say that, so our SCF is of the numbers 1250 and 625 are 625. So this is a simple formula for getting the SCF and SCF of two numbers, rather than doing the SCF like 1250, then 2 comes 625, then 5 comes 5 1 1 2 5, then 5 comes 2 5 5 5, finding out the SCF like this. So this is the better way for finding out the SCF, and this is the formula for the same. So now we are going to solve some more questions on the topic Euclid division lemma. So from the NCERT, from exercise 1.1, the first question of the exercise is that use Euclid division algorithm to find the SCF. The second part is like 196 and 38220. So now we are going to solve the same question. Exercise 1.1, question number 1, second part. We will be going to solve only few questions, because there are a large number of questions in given in NCERT. The solution is large, not the number of questions is big, but the solution of the questions are large. So we will not extend the video. We will just going to solve few questions which is very main and hard for the students to solve. So the first question and the second part is 196 and 38220. So the question is that find the SCF of these two numbers using Euclid division algorithm or division lemma. So we can simply go like 38220 equal to 196. Now how to find that, how many times 38220 is going to be divisible by 196? So we will do simple division like this. So it looks like 382 will go just one time by 196. So after subtracting, so on dividing 38220 by 196, the quotient comes 195 and the remainder comes 0. So it means that 196 divides completely the number 38,220. So we can write like this. So 38220 is our dividend, 196 our divisor, 195 is our quotient, and 0 is our remainder. So SCF for 38220 and 196 is 196. Next question given in exercise 1.1 of NCERT is like use Euclid division lemma to show that the square of any positive integer is either in the form of 3m or 3m plus 1 for some integer m, and the hint is given like this: let x be any positive integer, then it is of the form 3q plus 1 or 3q plus 2. Now square each of these and show that they can be rewritten in the form of 3m or 3m plus 1. So we have to solve this question by using Euclid division lemma. So this is the question number 4 of NCERT 1.1 exercise, and it is of by our general equation A equal to BQ plus R, we can find that the value of B is equal to 3 as given in the question. Like 3, we have to find the value on 3m or 3m plus 1. So the divisor, or we can say that the value of B is equal to 3. So we can say that the value of B, or so it is given like 3m or 3, we have to find the value on 3m or 3m plus 1. So the possible remainders on this question may be like 0, 1 and 2. So if it has said us to find the value on 2, so we will just take the case 1 in when remainder is equals to 0, and case 2 when remainder is equals to 1. So case 1 when r equal to 0. When r equal to 0, the equation will form like A equal to 3q plus 0, because 0 is the remainder. And in question it is said like to find out the positive integer on squaring. So we will square on both sides, square both sides. So it will be like A square equal to 3q whole square, because 0 adding it doesn't matter. A square equal to 9q square, and we can write 9q square as A square 3q square, because on multiplying 3 inside it will be only 9q square. Now letting 3q square be m, so the equation will form like A square 3m. A square equal to 3m. So we have proved the first case as given in the question number 4 of NCERT exercise 1.1. Now going to do the same with the case number 2 when r equal to 1. So the same equation will form, but the remainder changes like this. Now squaring both sides, A square 3q plus 1 whole square, and the formula of A plus B whole square equal to A square plus B square plus 2AB. So we will put the use this identity only in this equation. A square 9q square plus 2 into 3 equal to 6q, and the square of 1 is only 1. So now taking common from only 9q square plus 6q will be like A square equal to 3q square plus 2q plus 1, because we will not take something common from plus 1, because there is nothing to take common from plus 1. Now let 3q square plus 2q equal to m. So the equation will form like this, 3m plus 1. So we have proved both of them from as asked in question number 4. Like we need to use Euclid division lemma to show that the square of any positive integer is either in the form of 3m or 3m plus 1 for some integer m. So we have proved both the cases when r equal to 0 and when r equal to 1.